Good morning, my vibrations. It's V to the I to the B to the mother of 5E. And we are chapter 5, part 4 of The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Snow day, well, 2-hour delay, so I'm able to read to you and then I'm going to go get my workout in. Okay, so here we are. Your presence inspires others to greatness. When you're connected to spirit and quietly reflect this consciousness, you become a source of inspiration to others. In a sense, this is one of the most powerful effects that connecting to intention transmits to others. The word inspiration means in spirit. The fact that you are primarily in spirit means that you inspire rather than inform with your presence. You won't inspire others by loudly insisting or demanding that others listen to your point of view. In all the years that I've been teaching, writing, lecturing, and producing tapes and videos, I've noticed a twofold process at work. I feel on purpose, inspired, and connected to universal spirit in all of my work, and many thousands or millions of people One more time. I feel on purpose. There we go. That's how it is. I feel on purpose, inspired and connected to the universal spirit in all of my work, and many thousands or even millions of people become inspired as a result of my own inspiration. The second factor is the vast number of people who have helped me with my work. They've sent me materials, written me inspiring stories that I've used, and literally been my co-creators. When you inspire others by your presence, you're utilizing the originating power of intention for the benefit of all those you touch, including yourself. I wholeheartedly endorse this way of being, and I know without a doubt that you too can be a presence that's inspiring to others. Your presence aligns others with beauty. When you're connected to intention, you see beauty everywhere and in everything because you're radiating the quality of beauty. Your perceptual world changes dramatically. At the higher energy of intent, you see beauty in everyone, young or old, rich or poor, dark or light, with no distinctions. Everything is perceived from a perspective of appreciation rather than judgment. As you bring this feeling of beauty appreciation to the presence of others, people are inclined to see themselves as you see them. They feel attractive and better about themselves as they circulate that high energy of beauty. When people feel beautiful, they act in beautiful ways. Your awareness of beauty impacts others to see the world around them in the same way. The benefit, once again, is twofold. First, you'll be helping others become appreciators of life and be happier by virtue of their immersion into a world of beauty. Second, your own intentions receive the assistance of those who have acquired newly enhanced self-esteem. Beauty proliferates in others just by virtue of your presence when you're connected to intention. Your presence instills health rather than sickness. Your connection to your source keeps you focused on what you intend to manifest into your life, with no energy given to what you don't want. This internal focus doesn't permit you to complain about what ails you or to think about disease, pain, or any physical difficulties. Your energy is always on creating love and expanding the perfection from which you originated. This includes your body and all of your beliefs about your physical self. You know in your heart that your body is a system of miracles. You have a great reverence for its amazing capacity to heal itself and to function on its own without your interference. You know that your physical self is inspired by a divine force that beats its heart, digests its food, and grows its fingernails, and that this same force is receptive to endlessly abundant health. When you bring to the presence of others a healthy appreciation for the miracle that your body represents, you diffuse their efforts to dwell on disease, ill health, and deterioration. In fact, the higher your energy field resonates, the more you're able to impact others with your own healing energy. See Chapter 13 for a more thorough treatment of healing and intention. Become aware of your own amazing capacity to affect the healing and health of those around you simply by the silent presence of your high energy connection to intention. This is the literal energy that emanates from you. In the hopes that you will recognize the importance of raising your energy level, I'm going to conclude this chapter with a look at how our entire civilization is impacted with when energy levels are synchronized with the source of our creation. This will require an open mind and a bit of stretching on your part. However, it's something that I know is true, and I'd be remiss if I left it out. It may appear peculiar or even outlandish to some who fail to see the ways in which all of us on this planet are connected and therefore impact each other from distances not discernible by our senses. Your impact on the consciousness of all humanity. Many years ago, I was with one of my daughters as she completed a lengthy program in the wilderness to help her deal more effectively with some of her teenage dilemmas. The last thing the counselor at the wilderness camp said to her was, "Remember at all times that what you think and what you do affects other people." This is true even beyond the impact we have on our friends, family, neighbors, and co-workers. I believe that we impact all of humanity. Thus, as you read this section, keep in mind that what you think and do affects all other people. In Power Verse Force, Dr. David Hawkins writes, "In this interconnected universe, every improvement we make in our private world improves the world at large for everyone. We all float on the collective level of consciousness of mankind, so that any increment we add comes back to us. We all add to our common buoyancy by our efforts to benefit life. It is a scientific fact that what is good for you is good for me." Dr. Hawkins has backed up his remarks and conclusions with 29 years of hard research, which I invite you to examine if you're so inclined. I'll briefly summarize some of these conclusions and how they relate to the impact you have on others when you're connected to intention. In essence, every single person, as well as large groups of people, can be calibrated for their energy levels. Generally speaking, low energy people cannot distinguish truth from falsehood. Bring that back. Generally speaking, low energy people cannot distinguish truth from falsehood. They can be told how to think, whom to hate, whom to kill, and they can be herded into a groupthink mentality based on such trivial details as what side of the river they were born on, what their parents and their grandparents believed, the shape of their eyes, and the hundreds of other factors having to do with appearance and total identification with their material world. Hawkins tells us that approximately 87% of humanity calibrates at a collective energy level that weakens them. The higher up the ladder of frequency vibration, the fewer people there are in those high levels. The highest levels are represented by the truly great persons who originated spiritual patterns that multitudes have followed throughout the ages. They're associated with divinity, and they set in motion attractor energy fields that influence all of humankind. Just below the energy level of pure enlightenment are the energy levels associated with the experience designated as transcendence, self-realization, or God consciousness. Here's where those who are called saintly reside. Just below this level is the place of pure joy, and the hallmark of this state is compassion. Those who attain this level have more of a desire to use their consciousness for the benefit of life itself rather than for particular individuals. Below these supremely high levels, which few ever attain in a permanent way, are the levels of unconditional love, kindness, acceptance of everyone, beauty appreciation, and on a more limited but nonetheless profound level, all of the 7 phases of intention described in the opening chapters of this book. Below the levels of energy that strengthen us are the low energy levels of anger, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, hatred, judgment, and shame, all of which weaken and impact us in such a way as to inhibit our connection to the universal energy level of intention. What I'd like for you to do here is take a leap of faith with me while I present a few of the conclusions that Dr. Hawkins came to in his second book called The Eye of I. The Eye of I. Through his Through his precise kinesiological testing for truth versus falsehood, he's calibrated the approximate number of people whose energy is at or below the level that weakens. I'd like you to consider his findings and conclusions relative to your impact on civilization. Dr. Hawkins suggests that it's crucial for each of us to be aware of the significance of raising our frequency of vibration to the level where we begin to match up with the energy of the universal source, or in other words, make our connection to the power of intention. One of the most fascinating aspects of this time of research is the idea of counterbalancing. High energy people counterbalance the negative effect of low energy people, but it doesn't happen on a one-to-one basis because of the 87% of humanity that's in lower weakening frequencies. One person connected to intention, as I've described it here in this book, can have an enormous impact on many people in the lower energy patterns. The higher up the energy scale you move toward actually being the light of enlightenment and knowing God consciousness, the more negatively vibrating energies you can counterbalance. Here are some fascinating figures from Dr. Hawkins' research for you to contemplate as you review the impact you have on humanity simply by being on the higher rungs of the ladder to intention. One individual who lives and vibrates through the energy One individual who lives and vibrates to the energy of optimism and a willingness to be non-judgmental of others will counterbalance the negativity of 90,000 individuals who calibrate at the lower weakening levels. One individual who lives and vibrates to the energy of pure love and reverence for all of life will counterbalance the negativity of 750,000 individuals who calibrate at the lower weakening levels. One individual who lives and vibrates to the energy of illumination, bliss, and infinite peace will counterbalance the negativity of 10 million people who calibrate at the lower weakening levels. Approximately 22 such sages are alive today. One individual who lives and vibrates to the energy of grace, pure spirit beyond the body in a world of non-duality or complete oneness will counterbalance the negativity of 70 million people who calibrate at the lower weakening levels. Approximately 10 such sages are alive today. Here are two compelling statistics offered by Dr. Hawkins in his 29-year study on the hidden determinants of human behavior. One single avatar living at the highest level of consciousness in this period of history to whom the title Lord is appropriate, such as Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, and Lord Jesus Christ, will counterbalance the collective negativity of all mankind in today's world. 2, the negativity of the entire human population would self-destruct were it not for the counteracting effects of these higher energy fields. And I'm 13 minutes in, so I'm going to stop there. And I just want to apologize because I just feel a little off today. Tomorrow marks, I don't even like counting the years, but in 2013, January 9th, my dad passed away. So I think I'm just feeling some kind of way. It's been a lot of crying and everything. So I got that in, and I will see you guys tomorrow because I'm going to go ahead and do every day again because I need this book. I need to hear these things for myself. So tomorrow we will continue with part 5 of chapter 5, Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Again, thank you for those who watch my videos, comment, like, subscribe, all new subscribers. And I just want to thank you guys, and working on getting videos put out. Something is wrong with my computer. I'm not able to put anything up or edit, so I'm working on getting a new one. And I will let you guys know how that goes, because I'm not really savvy with iMovie on my phone, and I tried to use it before, and my intro is just a lot. So all right guys, 15 minutes. I hope you guys have a great day.